Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video. Just an unboxing and first impressions, not a review. Today we obviously have some Vero knives. I apologize, my intention was to get this video up sooner, but we've had a lot of illness in this house and we're just now starting to get over it. So I will link this stuff down in the description. It did recently release, so I don't know what's still in stock with Vero, but I will link it all down in the description. You guys can go check it out if you want to. Thanks to Vero for sending this in so I can share with people. Let's see what we've got here. So first of all, because it says right on the box, we have an axon fixed blade. Now I've handled Vero fixed blades, but not this one in particular. This is belt satin. Oh, carbon fiber. Oh no, it's not carbon. Why does it say carbon fiber? Okay, well, this is titanium. I think the other one that I had, I like how the titanium handles look. Obviously, not much for lock-in. I think these fixed blades are M390. There's the number there. Does it say somewhere what the blade steel is? I looked up on the website and I thought, unless I'm just, super mistaken, I thought that the, what does it say right here? No. I thought the blade steel is M390. I would say that this is a fixed blade that's on the smaller side, for sure. But that's typically what I like to carry. And if you're wondering, is there a sheath? Yes, almost certainly. Yeah, there we go. Just in the back part. So if I'm going to carry a fixed blade, which admittedly is very rare, I will almost always opt for a folding knife over a fixed blade. But if I'm going to, I'm probably going to carry a fixed blade that can sheath itself fully within my pocket, right? I don't like to have something hanging off my person, but that's me. And I know there's tons of people in the fixed blade community who are not only not bothered by that, but they prefer it, right? So it doesn't really matter what I think. If this is something that you're interested in, man, the retention there, am I doing something wrong? It won't let go now. Good Lord. Okay, hold on. There we go. Man, the retention on that is ridiculous. Just want to slice a piece of paper with this real quick. Not that it's going to prove anything. I'm just want to try. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Oh, beautiful. Ooh. Very nice. Okay. Pretty darn thin. I guess for a fixed blade. M390, that's going to be, I don't know. I mean, as somebody who doesn't use a fixed blade, probably more of your light to medium tasks, even with it being fixed, right? But continuous cutting, yeah, for sure. In fact, there's enough room on the handle where you're probably good to go. I personally wish this was a little bit bigger, but I know that's going to be a perfect size for some people. Let's get an overall measurement here before we open the other knife. So the overall weight of the fixed axon, I thought it would be, I thought it would be maybe actually a little short in this. This is 7.85 inches. Blade length is coming in, I'm going to call that 4. And your cutting edge is 3.65. Like if you go from the tip of the blade, actually, let's do it like this. I'm going to say 3.85 inches of blade, but only about 3.65, maybe 3.7 inches of cutting edge. Weight, real quick, for the axon fixed, we'll do it on its own, and then also with the sheath. So by itself, it weighs 4.4 ounces. And in the sheath, we're looking at 7 ounces. So there you go. Okay. Now, for the one that's probably going to be more, well, it's definitely going to be more interesting for me and probably for a lot of people. This is the Mini Nova. I have the large Nova, which is buried right now. Otherwise, I'd show it against it. I will when I do the review. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great size. So the nice thing about the Nova is the frame and blade are taller than, like I think I compared the Nova with, like, the Synapse and maybe another knife, like maybe it's the Isotope. It's more the blade height of the Synapse XL, and the frame is also taller, too. So translated down to a mini knife, it actually feels more substantial than a knife of this size, or that I guess that you would typically expect of a knife this size. Standard frame lock, to my knowledge, these are still being done by Bestech. People always point out that they think that it's Riot. I think there was one model that they did with Riot, but it's not these. I think these are all being done by Bestech. So that's what I know about that at the moment. Titanium pocket clip that's milled, no spot for lefties, which is a bummer. I wish that they would do like a wraparound. I mean, because you could accomplish that with that screw. I think that probably would work, and you could probably honestly connect it from the inside, right? So you have the threads going into the titanium and not coming out here. That way you have a way to connect the pocket clip. I must have drawn on my finger at some point. A way to connect the pocket clip and then no eyesore, and you can do it on both sides. Little lanyard hole there. That's just my suggestion, Vero. It's just my suggestion to accommodate for left-handed people. But yeah. Steel lock bar insert, same kind of stuff that we would normally expect. Again, I think these are also going to be M390. Let's go ahead and measure this here real quick so you guys can get an idea. The overall length of the Mini Nova, actually even smaller than I thought, 7.35. And your blade length is coming in at 3 1/4 with 3 1/8 for your cutting edge. So let's do a couple of size comparisons here real quick so you guys can get a decent idea. What do I have for budget knives sitting out here? We have the Pyrite Light and the Civivi Vision FG, which we're going to, I know I said budget knife, right? We have the, what's the one that was, I just reviewed that one. I'll let you guys fill in the blanks there. And then I want to get some more common knives out that we can compare with here real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do all these. We have the Benchmade Group Tillionaire, in this case the Ritter Hogue. We have the Demco 80 20.5. We have the Spyderco Para 3. We have the Hogue Deca. You have to excuse me. I've been sick for so long. Basic movements put me out of breath. I got waylaid. So just bending over to get this freaking knife pouch thing. Oh my gosh. I'll be back to full health soon, but oh my, this season kills me. If you have kids, right, and they're in sports or what, no matter what, right, kids, oh my gosh. The stuff that circulates in your house is just awful. Anyways, gotta go catch my breath. These are really cool, and hopefully there's still some stuff available on their website. So please feel free to check everything out down in the description. That's going to be it for today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.